Hello, my name is Gavin Bowen, and with me today is
Zavier.
and we have a very serious question. One that may rely on your morals, and so here it is. What if one day you were just sitting at home and the police come busting in and arrest you, and they accuse you of a crime that you didn't commit? Would you admit to committing to the crime if you got a good deal for it? Or would you deny that you did it and face worse consequences than if you just said you did it? In certain situations, is it ever okay to confess to a crime you didn't commit? Or would it be wrong to do so and go against everything that you believe in? I personally think the situation depends on whether or not you should lie. If you're in a situation like John Proctor in The Crucible, where you're being accused of something petty like witchcraft, then I think that it's okay to lie because you're saving your own life for something that doesn't really matter and only cost you to say a little lie. But if you're in Adnan Saeed's case, where you're being accused of murder, I don't think that the cost of that lie is worth it because of the fact that you're sentencing your life away and letting the person that really committed the crime get away with murder or whatever heinous crime they committed. So, by you lying, you're letting a murderer or the such walk free and maybe letting them commit the crime again. Could you really accept somebody else murdering more people just so you could guarantee a relief on your jail sentence? I know that I couldn't. In every situation of this, I think that you should weigh the consequences of what would happen if you tell the lie or if you keep your mouth shut and just leave the decision up to whoever's deciding it. On one hand, maybe they will take pity on you and believe that you're not lying, or maybe they'll go harder on you because they think that you're just being a smug psychopath. Either way, I think that if you didn't commit a serious crime and you're being blamed for it, you should fight to try and figure out who actually committed the crime, and maybe one day figure out who the actual murderer or rapist or anything was.
In my opinion, it is fair to give someone a plea deal. In my point of view, it saves people time and money. People who are given and own up to it deserve to be given the deal. Like if Adnan in Serial really did kill Hay, then he deserves to sit in jail for something he isn't owning up to. On the flip side though, he might not be guilty, and the sentence he is serving might not be right sentence for him to serve. Adnan even told Sarah in the podcast that he understands why some guys take the plea deal, because the stress and the time that court takes is so unbearable you just want it to be over, so they take the deal. This to me seems like the stress and time makes people want to confess to something they never did because of this. Adnan has continued to stay true to his not guilty status. John Proctor, on the other hand, was having the same ordeal as Adnan. John was accused of witchcraft by Abigail Williams. The case went through, and the court said if you do not confess to the crime, we will let you go and be alive. John said no because he isn't admitting to something he didn't do. Both men were accused of something they know they didn't do by people who were making up a story to protect themselves, and they only had a story and just a little bit of evidence against them. Jay had Hayes' car, and Abigail had Tituba, who was actually doing witchcraft. People should be given chances to own up to what they did and actually do their time. So if you do the crime, you do the time.